Hello, friends, and welcome to today's practice called Goodbye Morning Sluggishness. This practice focuses on increasing both warmth and lightness. When you increase the qualities of warmth and lightness, this helps you to break through that heavy and foggy feel that we sometimes experience upon waking. So let's go ahead and begin in wide knee child's pose today. So take the blanket right across the center of your mat. You're going to use that just for a little extra cushion for the knees. The blocks could go to the front short side of the mat. And then you're just going to fold the body forward. Take as much time as you need to just settle in. You might give a little sway side to side. Maybe stack your palms or your fists for some extra forehead support. As you settle into this pose, begin to breathe more consciously. So you're aware of the flow of the breath as it circulates. As you feel ready, you can begin to intentionally breathe a little deeper on both the inhale and the exhale. Breathe in through the nose if possible and concentrate the breath at the back of the throat so you begin to create a very soft sound, the soft sound of Ujjayi. All right, let's stay in child's pose, but let's bring some activation to the arms now. Extend your arms by your ears, come up onto the hands so that your forearms and your elbows lift. Take one more breath in and out here. Let's walk the hands to the right, stretching out nice and long through the left side of the body. As you reach through the left arm, gently nudge the hips to the left to exaggerate the opening from your left hip crease and hip crest all the way up through the lowest ribs on the left side body. Okay. Breathe in, walk the hands through the center and on over to the left, stretching out through the right. As you reach your right arm long, gently nudge your hips to the right, opening up the side waist, opening through the rib cage. On your next breath in, let's bring the body back through the center. Last moments here, maybe come up onto the fingerprints. Okay. On your next inhalation, start to bring the hands back underneath of the shoulders. Lift your pelvis so you come through table. And then we're going to come to standing on the knees. So you're going to walk your hands in toward your knees and you're going to rise up so that your shoulders stack over the hips and knees. Take a breath in, circle sweep your arms wide and up. Now, as you exhale, we're going to bring the arms into cactus arms. Open through the chest. Breathe in, re-extend the arms by the ears. We're going to come into a version of child's pose, sometimes referred to as the seed. So you're going to sweep your arms out to the side, start to lean your pelvis back toward your heels. The two options. One option is the hands could just kind of tuck underneath of the chest, or you could take your hands to your low back, palms facing up to the sky, one hand stacked inside the other. Let's do that flow again. Breathe in, circle sweep your arms wide and up. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Cactus your arms as you exhale. Inhale as you re-extend your arms. And exhale, move into your version of seed. That flow again. Breathe in, circle sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms. Inhale, re-extend your arms up. Exhale, your version of seed. We're going to do that flow just one last time. Breathe in, circle sweep your arms, fingertips stretch to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, open across your chest. Inhale, re-extend your arms. Exhale, your version of seed. Now stay in that seed pose. From your seed pose, we're going to transition back to table. So slowly release the hands, slide the hands forward, lift the hips. So they're over the knees. Cat-cow your spine. Breathe in, release your belly and lift your heart and chin. Exhale, press your hands and round your spine. Again, inhale, release your belly, lift your heart and chin. Exhale, press your hands and round your spine. Last time that way, inhale, release the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, come to neutral. We're going to place the weight into the right knee, send the left leg back, toes curled under, left toes still connected to the mat. You're going to take a breath in, begin to lift the left toes away from the floor. You can lift the leg a little higher than parallel to the mat, release the belly and lift the heart. Now as you exhale, bring your left toes back down and take a little round in the spine. Now you could stay just right there. You might even lift your right knee or maybe right knee and right toes as you come to crouching plank. Inhale, lower the right knee down, float the left leg up, release the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, left toes come to meet the mat, round the spine. Maybe lift the right knee and right foot away from the mat. One more time, lower the right knee. Inhale, float the left leg, lift the heart. Exhale, left toes come to the mat, round the spine, and maybe come into crouching plank. Inhale, lower the right knee. Last time, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower the left knee down and sway out your hips. Second side, ground down into your left knee. Extend your right leg back, toes curled under. Breathe in, start to lift the toes away from the floor. Release the belly and lift the heart. And then as you exhale, right toes meet the mat, round the spine, stay there, pick up just the left knee or left knee and toes. Take the left knee down, float the right leg up, breathe in. Exhale, bring the right toes down, round the spine, crouching plank as an option. One more time, lower the left knee, float the right toes, lift the chest. Exhale, bring the right toes down and crouching plank once more. Lower the left knee down, float the right toes up, breathe in. Exhale, lower the right knee and then sway out the hips from side to side. Okay, come to the center. We're going into downward facing dog now, so curl the toes. Begin to lift the knees and send the sitting bones up to the sky. Just give a little gentle walk out with the knees and the feet. All right, take a breath in here. Feel the light lift of the sitting bones as you ground into the hands. On your next exhalation, take your gaze forward and then begin to walk the feet forward. Come into forward fold. Soften your knees. Fold into your legs. Breathe in. Reverse your swan dive. Rise up. Exhale, prayer hands come together and they glide down into your heart. Take a breath in, circle sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, soften the knees and swan dive the body forward over the legs. Take a breath in, lift your spine into halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant the hands and take downward facing dog. Now you can always hold in down dog or take table for a few cat-cow. You can also begin to lift the heels and maybe roll the pelvis out into plank. With the knees up or the knees down, begin to exhale and bend the elbows, lower down to the chest and ribs. Breathe in, lift the heart, come into cobra. And exhale as we take downward facing dog. Take a couple cycles of breath here. Stay conscious of the circulation of breath. Feel the deepening of the breath. Then concentrate the inhale and exhale at the back of the throat. Okay, last breath in here. As you're exhaling, take your gaze forward. Bend your knees, walk or lightly hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, prayer hands come together and down into the heart. Inhale, circle sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, soften the knees and swan dive the body forward into the legs. Breathe in, halfway lift with your spine. Exhale, plant the hands and take downward facing dog. Now again, please feel free to hold here. Take table with a few cat-cow or lift the heels and roll forward. Come out into plank, knees up or knee down plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, just opening the chest. Exhale, lift the hips nice and high. Come into down dog and then pause for a few cycles of breath. So the active flow of the sun salutation brings a sense of both warmth and lightness to the body as you dynamically move breath by breath. This longer hold here helps us to slow the breath back down. This shape of the body is also really great for just seeing things from a new perspective. Take a last breath in here. Exhale, lift the heels, look forward, bend the knees, walk or lightly hop forward, and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, soften the knees, reverse the swan dive, maybe look up as the hands come together. Prayer hands join and bring them down into your heart. Last sun salutation A. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, soften the knees. Swan dive the body forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. You know the options. You might stay and hold. You might breathe in, roll the pelvis forward into plank. Exhale, lower the chest and ribs. Breathe in, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing. Hold and breathe. Last breath in here. Exhale, lift the heels, look forward, bend the knees, walk or lightly hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, prayer hands together and into the heart. Pause for just another breath here. Come into a few spinal twists. So take your breath in, circle sweep your arms wide and up, and then exhale, soften the knees and swan dive the body forward. And heel toe your feet out just a little bit wider, maybe even almost as wide as the mat. Bend the right knee. You can use the block here, so you might take your Right hand onto the block, left hand to the hip or stretch it up to the sky. Turn through the heart. I often like to turn the chest to the left, but look down at the right hand. I always find this is just the very best position for my neck and head. Take a breath in. As you exhale, left hand comes down. Now heel toe the feet a little closer together. You're going to inhale, halfway lift with the spine. Stay there, slide the hands up to the hips and rise up. Come into mountain. Take the breath in, sweep the arms up by the ears. Exhale, prayer hands together into the heart, bend the knees, come into chair. So we're going to take revolved chair, twisting to the left hand to the hip, right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Stay there, or right elbow to the outside of the thigh. Hands coming together in prayer. Right knee is bending more deeply than the left. Stay there, or right hand can come down to the mat while the left arm reaches up to the sky. Take a breath in. Okay, and then as you take that next exhalation, let's come back to the center and fold into the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Heel toe the feet out wide. Bend your left knee, revolve forward fold, left hand on the block or the floor, right hand to the hip or stretch it up to the sky. Turn through the heart, turn through the belly, maybe gaze down at your left hand. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down. Bring the feet closer together. Take a breath in. Lift your spine into halfway lift. Slide your hands up to your shins and then up the thighs to the hips. Press down, maybe bend the knees and rise up. Breathe in, sweep the arms forward and up. Extend your mountain. Prayer hands together into the heart. Bend the knees, chair pose. Breathe in here, lift the heart and broaden the collarbones. Exhale, right hand to hip, left hand to the outside of the right thigh. So stay there or hook the left hand, or left elbow rather, to the outside of the right thigh. Prayer hands is an option. Left knee bending more deeply than the right. Stay there or bring your left hand down to the floor. Right arm stretches up to the sky. Another breath in. As you exhale, come back around to the center and then fold forward into the legs. Breathe in, halfway lift with the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. One more time, we're going to roll out into plank. We're going to take a symmetrical back bend. After those twists, we're going to exhale, bend the elbows, and lower down to the mat. So before we do the back bend, just take a second, stack your hands, rest your forehead, and just kind of sway out your pelvis. And notice how your energy is shifting and changing as a result of the practice. Okay, a back bend. So we're going to slide the hands underneath of the low chest. Hug the elbows into the sides of the body. We're going to take the Shalabhasana Locus, so start to draw the tailbone down. Begin to lift through the heart. Start to float the legs. Okay, you can stay right here with the hands. You might lift the hands an inch or maybe even take those arms out to the sides of the room in that T shape if that's okay on your spine. Stay grounded and rooted through the lower belly and light through the limbs and the chest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, come back down. You can stack your hands and let your body fold back in. Give a little sway to your hips again. Pause when you feel ready and just take a breath or two. All right, take a last round of breath here. All right, and then slide the hands under your shoulders. You're going to press up to the table, and then you're going to come around. You can either come to crossed leg shape or you could come to hero. And if you're going to come to hero, you might even use a block between the feet. So you're going to take the block like so, take the feet a little bit apart, slide that block between the feet. I like to hug then the inner edges of my feet to the block before bringing the pelvis down. Remember, cross leg shape is another great option. So once you're here or in the cross leg shape, take a breath in and sweep your arms wide and up. And as you exhale, you're going to lean to the left. So left hand comes down, right arm by the ear. Take another breath in and out. Inhale as you come back up through the center, ground into the sitting bones, and feel your fingertips lengthening up to the sky. As you exhale, right hand will come down and lean over. Last exhalation here. Breathe in and come to the center. Fingertips stretch to the sky. Interlock the hands. Flip the palms and reach the palms up to the sky as you root the sitting bones and knit those front floating ribs in. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, sweep your arms wide and out. Let the backs of your hands come to the tops of your thighs and just flip your palms to face up toward the sky. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, and slightly bring the chin down. It's very slight motion, and then close the eyes. Feel free to stay right there with the hands or lightly touch the index fingers to the thumbs. I'll take a minute here, just letting the breath slow down, returning to its natural rhythm. A sense of openness across the heart and relaxed alertness in the mind. Last one or two breaths here. When you're ready, allow your prayer hands to come together at your heart. Slightly bow your chin forward. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Thank you.